Well, I thought it was about time I did an update on the collection. It's been a while. I kind of scrapped some of the older videos because they were a bit naff. So here we go. This is my collection so far. This is Olaf, who's my first T. Obviously, everybody starts with a smithi, and I've had him for about a couple of years, I guess, and then he's grown quite considerably, and he's doing really well. He's a bit of a hair flicker. He's just gone off his food. It doesn't look like he's molting, but he's usually a really good eater. But yeah, he's not taking them down quite so readily at the moment. But he's a lovely lad, and he's done really well actually. He's doubled in size, probably more than doubled in size actually. So pretty pleased with him. So yeah, T number 1. So T number 2 is the other obvious starter, which was the albopilosum, and this is a confirmed female. She's pretty active for an albie actually. She's always on the side of a cage, called a Mable. Although her substrate's really dry, she does, I don't know, she sits on the side of a cage a lot, and she's a good eater actually. She eats fairly well. She's grown a little bit, I guess. She's grown about a third bigger than she was when I've had her. I got her about a year ago, and she's a good girl. She's quite skittish. She would run out if you gave her half a chance. She's not quite as laid back as I thought an albie would be, but yeah, so she is my T number 2. And T number 3 then is my Chilean Rose species Maule. Absolutely love this girl. She's so pretty, beautiful colours. She is mad. She really is. She's very skittish, and I'm surprised if I get through this video without her scurrying off. But she's a good girl. She eats everything you put in front of her, literally, and she's really active. She's always out on the hunt, on the prowl, hanging upside down from a lid on her cage, and she's really pretty. Really like the species actually. It's just so colourful, and she hasn't grown pretty much. She hasn't molted. She only had her probably 8 months, 9 months, and she came from Books UK. She hasn't molted for me yet. Okay, T number 4 is a Lasiodora parahybana called Legs, and I got her as a tiny sling, probably, I don't know, not that long ago actually, a few months ago. She is just grown. I mean, she literally eats everything that she put in front of her. She has got a cricket in there at the moment that she hasn't eaten actually. Sorry for the shake. But yeah, she's pretty cool, and she's probably going to be a big girl. And she's fairly laid back actually. She's been really easy to deal with. I've just put her in a bigger pen because she'd outgrown a little sling box, and I thought, okay, well, because she's such a good eater, I'll just stick her in a big one, and she can stay in this pretty much for a couple of years, I reckon. Maybe, I don't know, let's see. So that's Legs, and this is number 4, I think. Cheers. Okay, T number 5. So this is my little chalcodes. I call Charlie, no idea if it's a man or a female. Yeah, one of my favourite breeds or whatever, varieties, but really frustrating, not a great eater. Really kind of just literally sits there, usually with a couple of legs up at the side of the wall, and that's it, doesn't move. He hasn't really eaten much for me at all. I've had him 6-7 months, but I love this species. They're really pretty as adults. Lovely colouring, nice laid back tees. So good size abdomen. So hopefully there's nothing untoward, and she'll go on to do well. T number 4. Okay, I miscounted, so that was T number 5. This is T number 6, and this is an albiceps called Arnie. And yeah, this one hasn't been a massively great eater, but it does eat okay, and certainly looks okay. There's also another really laid back, doesn't really do much, but yeah, pretty. I like the colouring of these when they're adults, with the pale carapace and the red rump. Absolutely stunning. So looking forward to this one growing and colouring up in due course. So that's Arnie. So this is number 7, and this is a Brachypelma annitha called Annie. So we've had Arnie, this is Annie, and she's just started to colour up. Actually, she's doing quite well. She's quite a good eater, and she's quite active. She's a bit skittish, so she does kind of run all over the place usually, but I think she's going to be really nice. Just started to get her colours now, and yeah, she's I'm looking forward to seeing her fully grown. Lovely pale orange legs. So this is Annie. Okay, so this is number 8, and it's a Pterinopelma Sazimai, and it's a bit crazy, so won't hang around. Yeah, but it's doing really well. Yeah, she's doing well. She's grown like really well. She was absolutely tiny when I got her, so really looking forward to this one growing up. Lovely blue colour, but seems really happy. Really seems really easy to do, and I've got another one actually, but that one kind of hides all the time. I don't know why. Oops. Right, I'm going to get the lid on. So there you go. So this is the other Sazimai, which isn't growing quite so fast actually, so hopefully that is because one's a male, one's a female, although the male's probably going to mature way before she does. This one just tends to burrow an awful lot, so I don't really see it out very much, and I've just rehoused it because it's been in its sling pot for ages, hence why it's sitting on what was its sling pot, but it's grown like incredibly, so doing really well. Very much paler, very strange, but there you go. So that's the second Sazimai. I haven't given them names yet. So I think we're up to number 10, and this is a boehmei baby. It's absolutely tiny, and it seems to be doing okay. It's growing, and it's taking down threaded fruit flies and crushed crickets, and it's still with us. I hate getting tiny slings like this because they are quite fragile, and I have lost a few, as most people do, but it seems pretty happy. I call it Zany because it is mental, just literally runs all over the place. But I love these. The colouring of these is spectacular as an adult, so I'm hoping he'll keep going and we'll get him there eventually. So that's Zany. Okay, number 11, and if you thought that Zany was small, this thing is absolutely minuscule. It's a geniculata. I've just put some tiny pinhead crickets in there, which I hope will be okay for him. They're really hard to deal with, those pinheads. They're so tiny, and I just literally shook a couple in there. So I'm hoping that they're not going to be too big for him still, because he's absolutely minuscule. We've only just got him from the spider shop. So yeah, let's see if we can get this one going. He haven't got a name yet, so maybe next month. Okay, this is one that I hardly ever see. It's a Brachypelma vagans, and it was a freebie actually. I can't actually remember who from. Don't think it was the spider shop, but anyway, it was a freebie, which was nice, but it's always buried. It seems to be doing okay. It does, its food disappears, so I've never seen it eat, but yeah, it's still with us and doing okay, so let's hope this one stays with us. So this is number 13, and there's no point opening the pot because it's underneath its little tree trunk at the moment, but it's an Avicularia versicolor. I've only just got this one, and I know they're quite fragile as slings, so I've put it in here without any substrate for the time being. I want to see it eat and see how it does, and if it seems to be doing okay, then I'll rehouse it with a bit of substrate and something to climb on. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous little blue sling, and fingers crossed we can keep this one going. So I think we're up to number 13. So this is tea number 14, which is a Theraphosa Apophysis, and he's just a baby. He's not long arrived, and he's a sweetie, and I've fed him once. I've only had him a few days, so he settled in really well and seems to be quite happy. I think he'll probably grow really fast, so looking forward to him growing up and being the huge monster that he's going to turn into. So pretty gorgeous looking animal though, huh? So that's number 14. Okay, number 15 is this little devil, which is an OBT. I never ever thought I'd own one of these guys, but they were just ridiculously cheap and bred by the spider shop. So I paid the princely sum of £4 for him, and yeah, I look forward to watching him grow up. I think, I know they're evil, but they are beautiful, so hopefully he'll grow on and be a nice golden orange spider. Okay, I don't know if you can make him out, but there is my Harpactira Pulchripes, and he's just arrived from the spider shop, and yeah, he's absolutely gorgeous already. Tiny, but super fast. So unpacking him was interesting, but he's calmed down a bit now, so hopefully he'll do well for us. Another really stunning spider when they mature, so really hope I can keep this one going. And that is it, I'm afraid. 16 so far. I've got my eye on a few more, but they'll have to wait until I can save some pennies up again. So that is my collection, March 2017, and I'll keep you updated, hopefully, and come back and watch them grow. It's a very young collection. I'm a total novice tarantula keeper, 2 years I guess, I think, now, so I'm being a bit more brave these days in my selection, and like I say, I've got my eye on a couple more species maybe next month, so come back and see them grow. Cheers!